Hi, I'm Dana Basantes from DPS Communications, and I'm here with our director, Mike Register, for another segment of Dialogue with the Director. So let's get started. And I know that Veterans Day has come and gone, but do you have anything to say, a message for our employees?
Well, you know, the video, the dialogue was delayed, and I did want to specifically thank all the veterans for their service to this great country called America, and specifically the veterans that work here in DPS. And I'm so very thankful that the county recognized our veterans just before Veterans Day by having the event at the training center, and we really appreciate that. But from me to every veteran, thank you for your service.
I heard that was a great event. Some beautiful pictures that came from that.
It was a great event, and then of course they had a round table that was just, man, so very interesting. We had some of our veterans there talking about their past duties in the military, and I mean, it was just fascinating.
Wow, that's great. So, you know, a lot has happened since you've returned in July, and can you just give us a short recap of all those changes and upcoming projects? And
Well, I guess one of the biggest things that we've are trying to do currently is finish Precinct 6. We are looking forward to a grand opening sometime in the June, July timeframe of next year, and there's a sequential implementation on how we're going to staff that. We've reclassed some of our command staff. We were able to also reclass some other positions in DPS, like the educators and the fire department. We also, it appears we have the indoor firing range for the police department and the sheriff's department back on track. And we are hoping that they'll break ground sometime in the April, May timeframe next year, and we'll have a grand opening for our new indoor firing facility July 1st of 2025. And as we look forward, we see that there are some critical infrastructure needs that we have to address. A new 911 center. Hopefully we can have that up and running and completed in the next 3 to 4 years. Animal services, they need a new building. And I think we're very close to forging ahead with Station 29, the fire station that's been lurking in the background for a number of years over in the Cumberland area, and I think that it'll be situated right behind Cumberland Mall or in that area there, and that will be a great thing because of the response time and how that area has grown so tremendously. It's really needed there.
yeah, so that's a lot of changes.
A lot.
So since we're on that topic, what about fire training? Have you had a chance to go over there and take a look?
I did. You know, the current fire training facility out on Valor Drive, I spent a number of years there. When I was in training with the police department, we used to share that facility with the fire department. You know, when I walked in a couple of months ago, it's unrecognizable. Mm-hmm. They've done so much to it. It's a state-of-the-art training facility. They have, the auditorium there is spectacular. Actually, we held Cobb 101 there in the auditorium. They have modern classrooms, EMS labs to train their EMTs and paramedics, and they really even have a response lab there that has a cutaway of a fire engine apparatus there where they actually can simulate driving up to a scene and the driver make decisions on where to park. Wow. And how to address the scene. And they also have the ability to have a joint training operation there with like E911 operators inside that facility. So I mean, it's just fantastic. And then talking to Chief Johnson, his vision and the command staff's vision and some of the other things that they are going to be doing out at the fire training facility. You know, eventually they'll be moving the outdoor firing range, and they'll be using that facility for state-of-the-art preparation for, you know, our firefighters. It's just an exciting time, and when it's completed out there, we certainly will have one of the best training facilities in the country. And as you know, Cobb Fire is an ISO level 1, and out of over 29,000 fire departments across the country, there's only 117 with that rating, and we have one here in Cobb.
That's pretty incredible.
It's incredible.
I do remember that training center. I can't believe it used to be fire and police at one point. It looks great.
And,
it really does.
And what a testament to the vision and the leadership there at the fire department. Very proud of those guys.
Yeah, looks great out there. So, another big thing, the AllStar Game.
The AllStar Game is coming.
It's all the rage on social media right now. That's the big news right now.
The big news is coming in 2025, and what a great thing for Cobb County to host the AllStar Game. And it's not just the AllStar Game, but it's that whole AllStar Week. We'll be bringing an agenda item for the Board of Commissioners to project what we believe our costs will be to support that. But you know, that agenda item is not supporting the AllStar Game. It is what we think we need in order to keep our citizens safe and the people safe that will be attending, you know, all those venues that week, because that's our number one priority. When people come to a Braves game, an AllStar Game, or any other high-capacity venue in Cobb, our job is to keep them safe. Get them there safe and get them out of the venue safe. And you know, in today's world, that's very complex. Anytime that you have something of that magnitude and that undertaking, just so many things we have to plan for. That's why we're actually beginning the planning modules for the AllStar Game now. It's 2 years out, but before you know it, it'll be here.
Oh yeah, and everybody's real excited about it. So it'll be great to see in 2025.
It'll be a great thing.
So while we circle back around to business, let's talk about the merit performance ratings.
Well, you know, this year, employees will be able to get a merit based on their performance, up to 4%, I believe. Now, the only difference is, and I would like people to remember, that stepping grade, individuals, how they perform will certainly dictate if they go to their next step, but it'll be the step that's already occurring currently in the stepping grade program. There will not be any additional incentives. I think it's about 2.93% for each step. That will continue to happen as long as the person has a three or better on their performance evaluation at the end of the year.
Okay, well, that's something to look forward to, something to work hard for. So.
Yeah, and you know, I want all the men and women in stepping grade to understand that there's pluses and there's minuses to the stepping grade program. One thing that we're looking at currently is when you top out at 16 years, what then? In order to get additional money, there'd have to be across the board increases like a COLA or something else like that to happen. And currently this year, I think we have around 191 people that are in that category. They're topped out at step 16. I want them to know that I'm certainly looking at that and strategizing and brainstorming with the command staff, fire department, police department, and also with the sheriff's department to see what options may be available to address that.
Okay, so I guess we'll hit on that in the next update you've got for us, and we'll make sure to keep everybody informed.
It may not be the next update,
Might take a second.
but we are working on it. Trust me.
Okay. Well, with all that being said, do you have any parting thoughts for us for this segment?
We know the holidays are upon us. Thanksgiving is next week, and I hope that all of our men and women who work so very hard for this county in their day-to-day endeavors and in their job, I hope they get a chance to relax with their family and friends and enjoy Thanksgiving. And as we go even farther into the holiday season, I wish everyone in the county, and especially in DPS, a very happy and merry holiday season. Be
sounds
safe,
great.
and thank you for what you do.
Well, thank you so much for being with us again. And we've got a couple of announcements. We've got the Yappy Hour for Animal on the 27th, and all the pets inside the trailer are free to adopt, so make sure you check that out. That's going to be on the 27th of November again. And then we've got Cops and Kids shopping event happening on the 13th, and hopefully we'll circle back around to that in our December segment. But that's going to be the 13th from 8 to 1, and the more the merrier out there with the kids. So thank you so much, Director, for being with us. I'm Dana Santos, and we'll look forward to the next segment.